$2,000. That's how much this pothole cost me. Actually, it cost the state of Utah $2,000. So these are my brand new 19-inch Verde V39 Parallax rims. I was doing the speed limit, 35 to 40. It was nighttime and we just finished a photo shoot of my Mustang. Now during this photo shoot, there was other cars there. There was Subaru, Corvette, Camaro, pretty much performance sports cars, and it was getting kind of dark, so we figured we'd probably head back into town. So as we're heading back, we know of a little bit of construction on this road, not a big deal. There's some dips that you have to either avoid or go slow through. Now on the way out there, we didn't have a problem at all. It's on the way back that got me. So as we're coming back, we're all in a line about 30 feet apart per vehicle, and there's this uphill sweeping right-hand turn. Right at the beginning of this turn is the biggest pothole I've ever seen, and the biggest pothole that I've ever hit. Now if you can't tell, this car is lowered 1 inch, so it's already low to the ground. Not to mention it's a Mustang, so the suspension is more of a performance type suspension. So the ride quality isn't that great to begin with because it's a performance car. Now I hit this pothole doing 35-40, the speed limit, and it jolted me so bad that my back hurt afterwards. So after I hit this pothole, I pulled over, checked my wheels, everything looked okay, but I noticed as I was going it felt kind of more vibration than usual, and so I took it to a tire shop. You ever kick a basketball and it gets that lump in it? I was thinking maybe the tires had a lump, and I'd only have to pay for 2 new tires. Well, it turns out that wasn't the case. As soon as the tire shop put it up on the lift, we noticed the problem. On the inside of the front passenger wheel, there is this obvious dent. No flat tires, thankfully, but this dent caused the car to vibrate like mad. At the time, the car had about 3,000 miles on it. And I was like, if I have to replace a rim, not a big deal. So I get in contact with UDOT. Now, it took 1 phone call to get in contact with the claims adjuster for the state of Utah. I need to find out how to get these rims replaced. Now, this claims adjuster was way nice. Always responsive with my emails. And every time I got in contact with him, he had a lot of useful information. So obviously, the first step is to find out how much damage there is. I took it to a friend's shop, put it up on the lift, double-checked the suspension, double-checked the control arms, double-checked the ball joints, double-checked everything on the car. And what we found was, not only was the front wheel bent, but the rear wheel was bent as well. And I put it in drive, and when the wheel rotated in the back, you could see that it had an obvious deformity. No new suspension, but we do know that we need 2 wheels, and I was hoping to get 2 tires. So I submitted a claim to UDOT for 2 new wheels and 2 new tires. They came back with, we need pictures, we need the location, and we need to know how much it's gonna cost. So I got my estimate. 2 new wheels for the 2018 Ford Mustang in black, $823 each, plus tax. So I know I'm gonna be at least $1,650. Now, they came back with, we'll replace the wheels, but we won't replace the tires because they weren't damaged. They were still holding air, they still felt okay, so I got a check in the mail to cover the cost of 2 wheels plus tax. So there's 2 reasons why I chose to go with the Verde V39s. Number 1 is the price, $823 each, and I got these ones for $190 each. So if you add up the cost of the wheels, $190 times 4, that's $760. Plus 2 new tires for safety. These tires are $203 each, so that's $406 added to $760. So that takes our total to $1,166. It was $100 for the mounting and balancing, so that takes it to $1,266. So then I had to spend $50 on lug nuts and a key, because the original lug nuts don't fit on these Verde V39s. So that takes our total just above $1,300. So I got the check, $1,750. I spent just over $1,300 for a brand new set of wheels, 2 brand new tires, mounting and balancing. Now I still have to get an alignment. So all in all, I got the state of Utah to pay me $1,750 for 2 new wheels, of which I got 4 new wheels, 4 tires, mounted, balanced, and aligned for the vehicle. Now maybe I'll try and fix these 2 wheels and sell them. Currently that's what the 2 good wheels are for, the ones that were on the left side that didn't hit the pothole. Those are going to be my burnout wheels. So if I ever want to do burnouts or anything like that, I can throw those wheels on and I'm good to go. I don't necessarily have to worry about damaging them because they're an extra set. So that's my story on my 2 bent wheels, a giant pothole, and almost $2,000 charged to the state of Utah. Now, I didn't get any of the documentation paperwork for if they had tried to fix the pothole before, but I do have a Google Street View of this damage in the road from 2012. Now, as you can see, it was repaired back in 2012, and it was much, much smaller than it was when I hit it. But because it was a known problem, that's why the state of Utah paid for the damages to my wheels. Now, I had a lot of people saying, you're never gonna get the state to pay for them. It's a waste of your time. Really, it was 2 phone calls, 6 emails, and I had a check in the mail. So if you ever hit a pothole and you have damage to your vehicle, suspension, wheels, tires, anything like that, at least try. Because what's it gonna hurt? It's gonna take 20 minutes out of your day and you might get your stuff paid for, or it's gonna take 20 minutes out of your day and you gotta pay for it anyway. And thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and I'll see you guys in the next video.